Hello guys, in this video we are going to see about the implementation of feature transformation in Python. The machine learning models like linear regression, logistic regression assumes that the features are normally distributed. If the features are normally distributed, these models can perform better. So now let's see how to check whether the features are normally distributed and what are the techniques used for transformation of features into normal distribution. I have taken a car price data set. So this is the head of my data set. So here the target is price and these are the independent features. So it is having categorical features as well as numerical features. So there are various methods for finding whether a feature is normally distributed or not. So the first method is we can check the skew value of the all the features. So let me check the skew value using pandas. So df dot skew of will provide the skew value of all the numerical variables. So from this result we can find whether a feature is normally distributed or not. So if the skew value of a feature is greater than 1, we can say that particular feature is highly positively skewed. So from this data set, the features named wheelbase, engine size, horsepower, compression ratio and price are having the skewness greater than 1. So we can come to the conclusion that these features are highly positively skewed. Whereas if skewness of the data is less than minus 1, we can come to the conclusion that those features are highly negatively skewed. So from this result, we can come to the conclusion that stroke is having the value minus 0.68. So stroke is highly negatively skewed. If skewness lies in between zero point 0.5 and 1, we can come to the conclusion that the features are moderately positively skewed. So from this result, we can come to the conclusion that so the features car width, curb weight, city MPG, highway MPG. So these features are having the skewness value in between zero point 0.5 and 1. So you can come to the conclusion that these features are moderately positively skewed. If the skewness value lies in between minus 0.1, if the skewness value lies in between minus 0.5 and minus 1, we can come to the conclusion that such features are moderately negatively skewed. So here we don't find any features with the values in between minus 0.5 and minus 1. So if skewness value lies in between minus 0.5 and zero point 0.5, we can come to the conclusion that those features are normally distributed. So from this result, we can come to the conclusion that symboling is normally distributed feature. Also car height is a normally distributed feature. Bore ratio is a normally distributed feature. Peak RPM is also normally distributed features. So this is how we can find whether a feature is normally distributed or not with the help of skew value. So if the skewness of a feature is greater than 1, it is highly positively skewed. If a skewness of a feature is less than minus 1, it is highly negatively skewed. Whereas if skewness lies in between zero point 0.5 and 1, it is such features are moderately positively skewed. Whereas if skewness lies in between minus zero point 0.5 and minus 1, so those features are moderately negatively skewed. And if skewness value lies in between minus zero point 0.5 and zero point 0.5, those features are normally distributed. With the help of some graphical distribution, also we can check whether the feature is normally distributed or not. So using histogram, we can check whether the distribution are normal or not. So let me take the feature price and check whether it is normally distributed or not with the help of histogram. So from this histogram we can come to the conclusion that this feature price is not normally distributed, whereas it is right skewed. It is having a right skewed distribution. Similarly, we can check few other features. So let me check the feature city MPG. So df dot city MPG dot histof. So from this histogram we can come to the conclusion that this feature TMPG is more or less normally distributed. Similarly, you can check the distribution of all other features with the help of histogram. In addition to histogram, you can make use of the KDE plot of. So let me import the Seaborn library first. Import Seaborn as SNS. Let me check the KDE plot for the feature price and car length. So SNS dot KDE plot of df dot car length. So from this plot we can come to the conclusion that this feature car length is normally distributed. Let me check the KDE plot for the feature price. So SNS dot KDE plot of df dot price. So we can come to the conclusion that feature price is right skewed. It is not normally distributed. You can find a right tail. So this is a right skewed data. So in addition to this histogram and KD plot, you can also check whether a feature is normally distributed or not with the help of QQ plot. So this QQ plot is used to check whether the data is normally distributed or not. So if all the data falls in a straight line in this QQ plot, then we can come to the conclusion that particular feature is normally distributed. If not, it is not normally distributed. So in order to plot this QQ plot, we need to import stats from SciPy library. So import SciPy dot stats as st. So I am giving an alias name as st. Also we need to import PyLab. So these two libraries need to be imported before plotting this QQ plot. So now st dot prop plot of provide the data for which you have to plot the QQ plot. So here let me plot the QQ plot for feature price. So df dot price comma you have to pass an additional parameter named plot is equal to PyLab. plt dot show off. So now we have obtained the QQ plot. So here you can find, right, so most of the data does not fall on this straight line. So since this data doesn't fall on the straight line, we can come to the conclusion that this feature price is not normally distributed. We can even check the QQ plot for feature car length. So st dot prop plot of df dot car length comma plot is equal to PyLab. So you can find, right, most of the data, almost 90% of the data falls on this straight line. So you can come to the conclusion that this feature car length is normally distributed. So now let's see how to transform this features which are not normally distributed into normally distributed. So there are various methods for performing this. So first method is nothing but logarithmic transformation. So in logarithmic transformation, we will find the log value of a particular feature and we will replace the feature by means of the log value. So I'm going to take this feature price and I'm going to apply all the transformation techniques on this feature price. So we have seen that this feature price is not normally distributed. So we will perform all the techniques on this feature price. So let me create a new column named log underscore price. So before, in order to perform this, we need the NumPy library. So let me import the NumPy library initially. So import NumPy as NB. So take the logarithm of all the features, all the values of the feature log price. So df dot price. So let me check the head of our data. So in our original data frame, an additional column named log price has been added. So now let's check whether the data log price is normally distributed or not. So in order to check this, I'm going to use the QQ plot. So st dot drop plot of df of log underscore price comma plot is equal to pylab. So now this is the original QQ plot of the feature price. So this is the QQ plot of the log transformation, transformed feature price. So you can find when compared to the original feature price, so most of the data have fallen in the straight line when compared to the original data. So the distribution have slightly changed and it looks moderately skewed now. Initially it was right skewed. Now even though it is not normally skewed, normally distributed, but the distribution have changed and it looks moderately skewed now. Now let's apply the next technique, which is nothing but reciprocal transformation. So reciprocal transformation is nothing but we take the reciprocal of the feature price and replace it by the original feature. So let me create a new column named reciprocal underscore price. So this will be equal to 1 by df dot price. So let me print the head of the data. You can find a new column named reciprocal price. So I have taken the reciprocal of each value of this feature price. So this is nothing but the reciprocal of these values. So let me plot the QQ plot. So st dot prop plot of df of reciprocal underscore price comma plot is equal to pylab. Okay, so now we can find that most of the data have been fallen in the straight line. So the skewness of the feature has been reduced. So this reciprocal transformation have converted the feature price to normal distribution. The next type of transformation we are going to apply is square root transformation. So square root in the sense we take the square root of each value of the feature price. So let me add a new column named square root underscore price. So this will be equal to np dot square root of df dot price. So let me print the head of the data. So you can find the new column named square root price, which is nothing but the square root of each values of this column price. So now let me plot the QQ plot. So st dot prop plot of df of square root underscore price, comma, plot is equal to pylab. Again, this square root transformation has not transformed the data into normal transformation. So you can find most of the data doesn't fall on the straight line. So the data has not completely transformed into normal distribution. Next transformation technique, which is nothing but exponential transformation. So let me create a new column named exponential underscore price. So we'll take the exponential of each values of the feature price. So df dot price exponential of, so 1 by 1.2. This will provide the exponential value. So let me print the head of the data frame. You can find a new column named exponential underscore price. So let me print the QQ plot. So st dot prop plot of df of exponential underscore price, comma, plot is equal to pylab. Again, you can find that the data has not been normally distributed by means of this exponential graph, exponential technique. So now we will move on to the next technique, which is nothing but Box-Cox transformation. So in Box-Cox transformation, so by means of a formula, the data will be transformed. So we have already discussed about this Box-Cox transformation. So I can refer the formula which is used for this Box-Cox transformation. So let me apply to the data frame. So df of Box-Cox underscore price. So you have to include an additional parameter named parameters. Okay, so this will be equal to, again this Box-Cox is present in the stats library. So st dot Box-Cox of df dot price. Let me print the head of the data frame. So you can find the value of the features using Box-Cox transformation in this feature named Box-Cox underscore price. So let me print the QQ plot. So st dot prop plot of df of Box-Cox underscore price, comma, plot is equal to pylab. So now we can find that most of the data are lying in the straight line. So the the feature price has been normally distributed. So these are the techniques which are used for transforming your data into a normally distributed data. So here initially we have checked whether the data is normally distributed or not with the help of four different methods. So first we have obtained the skewness value of all numerical features. Next we have checked the distribution with the help of histogram plot, KDE plot as well as QQ plot. So we have, from this data set, we have chosen the feature price which is not normally distributed and apply the various transformation technique. Initially, we have applied logarithmic transformation. So, logarithmic transformation have provided a good result. So, this reciprocal transformation and box-Cox transformation has provided the good result. So the data has been transformed into normal distribution with the help of this box-Cox transformation as well as square root transformation. So you can try the different transformation techniques for different features. That's all guys. Thank you.